perfection. Okay, hello, hi people. My name is Gloria. My camera is on, and I look good in this position. Okay, sounds a bit strange. Let's move on. So, I just wanted to talk to you guys because obviously I've been like kind of procrastinating, but like it's also been perfectionism as well because like I have content ideas, like there's so much I want to do, so much I want to talk about, but then it's like I'm thinking like my camera settings, like I haven't done the camera settings, and then it's like but then like I don't have a clean space to film this, that and the other. It's just like excuses. And then as like me, my thing is like I like everything to be perfect, and then if it's not perfect, it's like then I don't want to do it. So it's really really bad, very bad. But yeah, move forwards. Anyway, the reason why I even wanted to make this video is because even talking about it, I didn't even want to talk about it. But the reason I wanted to make this video is because I wanted to say that I have been struggling with my mental health. Saying it out loud just feels weird. That's why I'm laughing, because I'm like, oh my days, I'm actually saying this out loud. Like, this is a real thing. It's serious. Yeah. I did my hair because, like, I just felt like if sometimes, like, when I look nice, I feel better. But I don't know. When I did it, I just wasn't feeling it at the beginning, but now I'm kind of like, it's growing on me. I did it last night, so I just woke up to it. Yeah, but my main point, because when I'm watching the video, I like to know the main point. My main point is this video. My main point of this video is I want to talk about my mental health. So let's do a background story. I would say basically I've always been, I don't want to say I've always been an outgoing person, because like I'm kind of a quiet, reserved person, but like I can be chatty. I can do both, and I can switch it up. Yeah. Okay, but like let's go to secondary school. Okay, so in secondary school, like secondary school time, I had two friends that I hung out with, and then I made another friend as well. So like, but then I had like other people that I knew, people that I went to primary school with, but at the time I didn't really class them as my friends, because it's like, I don't know, it's like, for me, the way I defined friends at that time was like someone that I hang out with, someone that we do more than just hi and bye and how are you, but like later on I realized that even the people that you say hi, how are you to, they're actually your friends as well. Because if you actually think about it, people don't just go out of their way to do things for no reason. Like, yeah, maybe I was thinking, oh, maybe they're saying hi to me because they feel sorry for me, they feel bad for me. That may have been the reason too, but like they also genuinely saw me as a friend as well, and they genuinely liked me. It's just that we just didn't have any lessons together, and we just didn't hang out. That was just mainly it. But yeah, at the time I did consider them as acquaintances. So like secondary school, I had two close friends that I hung out with. They were my only friends, and even my classes, they were like, there wasn't many people in the class. So yeah, so I had two friends that I hung out with, and then going to sixth form, so I stayed in the same secondary school to transition to the same sixth form. Went to sixth form, and then I made like 4 solid friends. When I say solid friends, I mean people that I talk to, hang out with, eat with, in sixth form on a daily basis. We have lessons together, and we do more than just small talk. So they were my friends. Excuse me. And but I also had another friend She was really cool. And then I also had acquaintances as well, but later on they actually were my friends as well. They were also ones from primary school, but they were really cool too. So I had like four solid friends, and I had a few acquaintances that I knew of as well, or maybe people who just weren't my best friend. Maybe I could say. So my point is that I didn't have that many friends, but I had people that I could rely on. But like in sixth form, even throughout my whole life, I've always been like, oh, I need to focus on my studies. I was even taught this. I need to focus on my studies. Like nothing else matters, unless I'm studying. I need to study and then get into university. Like that's all that matters. So then, like maybe even when my friend would be like, oh, let's all hang out, I'll be like, oh no, sorry, I can't. Like I don't even know what I said. I said sorry, I can't or something. I didn't even want to say I was busy because like what was I actually doing? Nothing. I was literally at home just doing my chores on a Saturday. No excuse. I don't know, but I don't know. In my mind, I'm like, oh, but I'm supposed to be studying, or I'm supposed to be doing other stuff, so I don't want to have fun when I'm supposed to be doing other stuff. So it was just mentality. Yeah, and I didn't. Speaking about that, I didn't have any hobbies. I wanted to work, but I don't know. I wasn't allowed to because my mom was like, "Oh, you get like distracted." But like me, what she doesn't understand is me. I like to like jump to do different things. The busier I am, the more I'm gonna get done because I'm like, "Oh, my day is crunch time, crunch time. I need to do this." But then like when I have loads of free time, I won't do anything because I'm like I have an abundance of time. So it's like I'm just gonna be stuck doing this work for like ages. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I declined many outings, and but even aside from that, in general, we didn't really hang out as a group of friends. We was just maybe it was just like my one friend, and she'd be like, "Oh, like, do you want to like go to town with me?" And I always said no because I was thinking, this girl, she's always doing something. So like one day when I feel like it, I'll be like, yeah, yeah, I'll we can do this. But then it's like I don't know. I guess I never felt like going out. I don't know what the heck was going on, but I was majorly depressed as well, and I was like, it wasn't like depression. It was like a heightened state of anxiety. So it was like social anxiety because I haven't been clinically diagnosed with anxiety, because yeah, I feel like I need to get tested for that. But it was like I would always be so anxious. I was always anxious. Like yeah, I was always anxious. It was very very bad. I was always just constantly thinking about what I'm gonna say, how I'm gonna say it, how I'm gonna deliver it, who like eye contact I'm gonna make with the person, how long I'm gonna do it for, who I'm gonna speak to, how I'm gonna do it. It was yeah, it's just a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, so it wasn't good for me. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Yeah. Let me fast forward to uni. So uni, my first year, I moved away from home. I feel like that's a regular thing, but some people are just like, "Whoa, I never moved away from home." And I'm like, "Okay, I thought that was the uni experience." But yeah, I moved away from home, and then I went to a different city. My first year, I didn't live in a student accommodation because that stuff is expensive, man. Let's talk about it. I'm not gonna lie, student accommodation is expensive. Student accommodation is expensive. Yeah, and I don't think my student finance was not gonna cover it. So obviously, I just like moved into a house, but it wasn't even a house for students. It was just like a normal house. Like I was with working people. Like I was like 18, and I had people ranging. I had this other girl. She went to my uni as well. So she was like 2 years older than me, and then I had um so like ranging from my age 18 all the way to like this guy, he was like 47 or something. So it was like big range. So like yeah, I saw lots of people there. There was like 8 or 9 of us in the house. So yeah, I saw lots of different characters. And then near the ending of my first year, but it was also a foundation year. Near the ending of my first year, that is when I that is when like the whole coronavirus thing happened, and like and then we I want to say it was like around, we were going around lockdown time, like January time. That's near my birthday. So yeah, I remember I went to uni, and my teacher was like, "What? Like, did you not check the news? Like, we're going into lockdown." I was like, "Well, you didn't send me a formal email." So yeah, I turned up, and then he's like, "Oh my days!" I was like, "Chill, man." Okay, and then so yeah, when I went back home, did a lockdown with my family, and then what else? So yeah, lockdown. That was first year, but I don't really count it as first year because it's like foundation year, so it's like year zero. But I still went to uni. My first official year, I also transferred unis because there was no way on this planet that I was ever gonna go back to that uni. All my days, that uni, the whole environment for me, first year, foundation year was crazy. Like I hated it. I hated it. Number one, I didn't know anyone there, but like yeah, I could speak to people, and I was speaking to people, but it wasn't working. Number two, the town. I'm gonna call it a town. I used to call it a village. The town is so small. Like it's smaller than where I came from, and everyone jokes that the place that I came from is small. So like I came from Nottingham, and then people say, "Oh yeah, Nottingham is like a village or something." I don't know what people are saying. When I went to that place, Staffordshire, it is tiny. I was like, what is this? I was so confused. It was very strange to me. I was very upset. I'm not gonna lie. And also, there was barely any black people in the university. I need to communicate with someone. I need someone to understand. I needed a bit of trauma bonding. Just a bit, just a bit. But I just needed a bit of familiarity, somewhere to start off. Like, you know, black people, we see each other, we're like, hey. First question you can ask is, which country are you from? Simple question. And then you can just make fun of the person's country, or just be like, oh, cool, cool. Oh, tell me a bit about your country, or do you speak the language? Just simple stuff like that. But like, there was like barely any black people there. And I was like, what the heck? And then that's when I realized I don't want to be living in a small city. It wasn't even a city, it was like a town. It was like 4 towns, and they combined it to make like one like city type of vibe thing. It was weird. Even the bus would stop working at 11. No, was it 7? No. Oh my days. Wait, I think the bus would stop working when it was like 8 or something. So like even if I went to the train station, I went home and then I came back and then I came here at 11, there would be no bus. So I would literally have to walk home or take the Uber. But yeah. But like that was even crazy as well. Like I joined the church, but then I don't know. Just for like the vibe. It's like the people weren't like me. It's like I need to like connect with people on a deep emotional level. And it's like I just couldn't do that. It's like I had nothing in common with these people. They just talk about stuff that I can't get into, and I'm trying so hard but it's not working. It's just frustrating, it's sad. Yeah. So yeah, my first uni experience, really far away from home, barely any black people. I didn't live in student accommodation. Mm, I didn't really make many friends. I made like a solid friend, and I made like a few like acquaintances type of vibe friends, but yeah. But like, even when I made that one solid friend, like she would live with her family. I don't know, like whenever I ask, oh, can we hang out? It's like at that time nobody wants to hang out. It's like um I don't know, because it was a foundation year. There was only like 6 people that were in my class, and then it's like it's like it was like 6 to 10 people, and then some of them didn't even turn up. So it was like 6 people on a regular, I think, including myself. And then it's like half of them were like, I don't say grown, like 30 and above type of grown. Like I'm not 13 and above type of grown. I'm just, dipping my toes in there. But they're like family, husband or wife, stepchildren, having a full on career and then coming back to uni type of vibe. And then they're like going back to their kids, and then it's like no one wants to like hang out, no one, or they would like travel. They're like a commuting student, so it's like I just didn't have anyone to like hang out with on a daily basis. So it was just crazy. I even, I think I tried joining. Yeah, I joined the yoga club or the dancing club or something, but then it like finished or something, and then I learned how to swim as well. So I did stuff by myself, but it's like you need to talk to people. It's like you can't just be an island. 1 second, I was grilling food, so I need to just check that it's okay. Okay, I'm back. Um, okay, so I'm staying in such an awkward position. I'm gonna have to go back and then check on my fish because I don't know. I wanted it to be like 5 more minutes because it's like it's looking soft, but like I kind of want it to be like more firm, more grilled type of vibe. So yeah. Yes, talking about store contract. Yeah. Okay. So my first official year in uni. So my first year. Okay, let me rewind. Okay. Yes, I did the lockdown. Yeah, yeah, cool, cool. And then afterwards, I did my first year, and then I moved from the uni. I transferred to a different uni, and then I moved to a different city as well. I I came to Manchester. Yes. Um. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, I came to Manchester, and then I was studying. Just thinking about what I want to say next, and then okay, I was studying, and then my first year was like a continuation of lockdown as well. So we did everything online. Zoom. Everyone was depressed. I was majorly depressed. Cool. It's not cool, but it's just how I speak. So I was and then, okay, this is my second year, but you could say it's technically my third. So currently, right now, this is my second year, and then I was thinking, okay, this is when we're most likely gonna do face to face, or we might do a bit of online. So now I was thinking, I had a game plan. Don't get it twisted. I knew, okay, I want to join societies because that's where you meet people. What else? I'm gonna go to church physically. What else did I want to do? Yeah, join a society, go to church. Just any way to meet people because I was thinking I don't want to be depressed by myself in my room all the time because it's like not good. And then, so then, yeah, I, the societies I wanted to join, the athletics one, they always like change the location and you won't know where the location is, unless like you're in the group chat. But in order for you to be in the group chat, you need to be like a continuous athletic member, and it's like I wanted to try out, so it's like that wasn't even working anyway. And I tried the musical theater group, and then in the beginning everything was up in the air, and then they were like, "Oh, all the parts are taken." So I was like, "Okay, I'm not gonna come to the group anymore because they're like all the parts are taken. You literally can't do anything." So it's like, what am I doing? So I didn't come anymore. So then I was thinking, oh, I'll just come like when we have like new parts. And then I was like, oh wait, but then there's like a social side. There's a social day, and there's like the serious, I think, practicing musical theater part. So then I was like, okay, let me go to the social, and then I went there, but then no one ever shows up. So then I was like, that was so scary. I was scared. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, is someone watching me? There was just this woman saying hello, hello, in like this scary, like the way that you speak to a cat or a baby or something. And my window's wide open, so I was like, what the flip is she watching me? Anyway, um, what was I talking about? Yeah, musical theater. So then, I went to the musical theater thing, but then no one was there. And then, um, yeah. But then when I did go that day, some like person, some guy, he like say, hey, hi, how are you? And then he's like, oh, do you want to like join my friends instead? So I was sitting with him. He's a cool guy now. We're cool now, friends now. And then yeah, we talk sometimes, and he's always in the library, so like, which is cool. And he like invite me to some stuff, but like plans got messed up, and yeah. Anyway, um, so like that plan fell through. Um, yeah, but then obviously I didn't stop there because that's just not me. I like to try every single avenue multiple times. So, um, then I was like talking to people online. I tried Bumble. What? Well, I was like, oh, okay, let me like, yeah, talk to people. So I talked to people on Bumble, the doing the friends one, and then I was talking to them. Uh, and then some people didn't reply back. Some people the text is slow. Some people the text is dry. And then some people I made friends with them and we're cool now. But it's like, but they never reach out to me first. So it's like, I need friends who are reaching out to me and I reach out to them. It's like reciprocal. I don't want it to just be a one way street. So then I was like, no, let me just stop. And then when I don't reach out to them, they can never reach out to me. So it's like, yeah. Um, what else am I talking about? Yeah, what else did I try? I've been church hopping, so I've just been like exploring different churches. I just want to see the vibe. I want to see like I just want a church that number one they just mainly speak about God. Don't add fluff to it. Just don't be extra with it. Just tell me exactly what it says in the Bible. That's it. And then number two, I wanted to see like how the people are, the vibe with the people, if they're friendly, if they're nice, if we have something that we can talk about. It's not just, hey, how are you? How's your week been? Cool. Oh, it's been fun. Okay, cool. How's my week been? Oh yeah, my week was so hectic, boring. Okay, bye. See you next week. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want you to actually ask me, but then you actually care. I want to say, oh, I'm good, but then you're like, Gloria, are you really good? And I'm like, you see me? I'm not good. I was pretending. Like, I want stuff like that. But I know things takes time, and like it takes time for people to like develop a friendship, a relationship, and everything. It's like I'm not ignoring that part. Um, yeah. Oh yeah, I tried voluntary work as well because I need to see people, and I know that doing nice stuff for people, it makes me feel good, and it's like you're giving yourself to the community, you're helping other people. So it's like less about me thinking about my situation, more about me trying to help other people. It's like when I was like asking my tutors for references, I never got a response back, and then I was like, okay, why am I never getting a response back? And then they're like, oh well, you can't like ask both two people, two of your lecturers, um something, you can't have like two academic ones or something, because like imagine all the people that are asking us for references and everything, like ask your tutor leader. But I was like, but I did ask my tutor leader and they didn't give me a response. It's like, yeah, so I was like missing out on opportunities with voluntary work. mm, yeah, and then I was like, this whole year, like I was trying to like find a job, so I was applying to jobs and I was getting rejected, and then many times, and then like I got an interview, man, like I passed everything they said, I passed it. But then like the last thing, like on that day they wanted me to come in for an induction day, and like I had a lecture then. So I was like, oh okay, I rearranged it. But then when I rearranged it, I got the day wrong. So then I was like, oh okay, I'm gonna come tomorrow. And then they're like, you were supposed to come yesterday. Like, what the heck? I was like, oh, okay, is there any other way around this? Then they're like, no, this was like the last like recruitment for like the whole year. I was like, oh my gosh, that one really hurt my soul. It hurt my soul so bad, because I was like, I worked so hard on it and I passed every single section. But let's not talk too much about it, because I don't want to be resurfacing emotions that I've been trying to deal with. Let's not. So yeah, so it was like more of like the disappointment of like me getting my hopes up and me trying many avenues, but then it's like not working. And then I don't know, so basically it just resulted in me like not having people that I can hang out with. Oh, let's go back to black society. So like I tried joining the black society, but then at my uni they don't do weekly meetups, or there's like not a place that you can like physically sit or something. It's like everyone's made friends now somehow, maybe because they go to parties or something. It's like, but I don't go clubbing and I don't go to parties, so it's like, yeah. But I feel like people did it when it was lockdown, so it's like, I don't know, there was no chance for me to do that. So yeah, mm, so yeah, basically all of this just resulted in me just like staying at home a lot, and then like the only real human interaction I could get was like at uni, or like when I went to church. Yeah, so like basically my day would like consist of me like waking up, going to uni, going straight to the library because I'm like, oh, let me just do my assignment or work or something. But I don't work well. I can work well by myself for a period of time, but I like to work with people as well. So like I need both of everything. So like when I know that I'm just gonna be doing this and this is my routine every single day, wake up, go to uni, go to the library for like hours, and then go home, and then wake up next day, uni, library, shower, eat. I did that every single day, and it just hurt my soul, it hurt my heart, and I was just like I need more from life. And you can be like, oh yeah, well, Gloria, like why didn't you go and treat yourself? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do this by yourself? It's like I'm doing everything by myself. It's like I'm going to the cinemas by myself. It's like I'm doing sporting activities by myself. I'm like going to the museums by myself, going to art galleries by myself. I'm literally doing everything by myself. And it's like I wake up and there's like a big mirror in front of me, and I wake up and I'm just like, oh, I'm so sick and tired of seeing my face all the time. Waking up and you just see your face every single day. I was over it. I was like, I don't want to live life like this anymore. Like I know there's so much more to life. Like I could be traveling. I could be going on a solo trip. I could go like canoeing. I could go like in a hot air balloon. Like I could get like tattoos or piercings. Like I could be doing so much more. But then I know that I'm here living this mundane life, and it kills me. Like, it literally kills me. And I was like, I just can't do this. I can't do this anymore. I literally wanted to drop out of uni. Like, I was crying to my mom. This was like just a few days ago. Acting like it's ages ago. It's a few days ago. I'm just like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, even whenever I read the lecture notes, or even like, I turn it to like every single lecture, and then they're speaking, and I'm looking at the lecture slides, and I'm writing it down. But it's like I don't even know what I'm writing down. They're like blah 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 blah, and I'm writing. But then it's like I'm just writing. Nothing went in. So then what I realized, and I kind of realized this in my foundation year, but like when I realized this, I would do so much extra reading, and I watch videos, and I'd make posters, and I would like draw like stuff. I was doing biomedical science, so like I would draw the double helix, and then I would draw like water and the properties of water and everything. I'll make a big poster, but then like I would do that, and I would go over it and over it and over it and over it, watch a video, read about it, draw stuff like on one subject. But then it's like you could ask me a question about it, and it's like it's not like, oh, you can ask me a question that I don't have it. It's like the minute I'm doing it, I don't remember anything I'm doing. Nothing was going in, and it was like so disheartening, because it was like I'm spending hours and hours, like I'm spending all my free time on this, because it's like I literally have nothing else going on in my life. And then it's like I can't even do uni. And I was like, it's kind of like I wish I did apprenticeship. But yeah. So anyway, this year I have like 2 weeks left till this year is finished. But it's been like a hard year. But I'm gonna give you some plus sides, because I don't want to just be a Debbie Downer, and then we're all like, oh, Gloria's living such a hard life. But yeah, it's kind of difficult being alone by yourself. Like, I have a roommate. There's only like two of us, so me and him. But like, even him, he's only here for like a week, and then he leaves a week. So week here, week not here, week here, week not here. But even when he's here, we don't speak to each